Afternoon Squirrels, and welcome to a guest video by myself, Tony Benham. I'm Debbie's husband, and I'm going to prove to her how easy it is to make a card. So today, for you, I'm going to be making this card here. It's a lovely looking card. It's very masculine, and one that I think won't take long to actually manufacture. Or put together, should I say. It's a flip card like this, and I'm hoping that I can show you how easy it is to make, and one that you'll enjoy making yourself should you choose to do so. I'm going to use this well-dressed stamp set with this lovely umbrella and a watch and a pen and a tie and a shoe and a keyring and a hat and that thing there, whatever that is, and probably be using that as well. No, I won't be using that because the stamp set isn't out and I haven't got it out. So I'm going to be using that to decorate this part of the card, which is called a decorative piece. So I'm going to be using that. I'm also going to be using these little triangular metal things, which are really lovely. Which to stamp these things out here, which I'm hoping to do later on. Well, first off, what we're going to need is some card. This is a piece of card which is your standard 11 3/4 by 4 1/8, scored halfway down. It's one of these full-length pieces of card, scored halfway down like this. However, it's cut at 1.5 inches to give you this flap, which is this top flap of the card. And with the square bit that you actually cut off, what you should do then is cut another piece 1.5 inches wide like this, which then goes at the bottom of this card like so. So take this card, score it, fold it in half using the scorer like this. Oh, I love using that. So do that, and then cut another piece off of this piece the same width as that, so you can use that down the bottom like that. Then you also want a piece of acetate, and this is cut at 4 inches by 5 inches. Then you'll want 2 pieces of DSP, which are cut at 3 7/8 by 1 3/8 inches, so 2 pieces of DSP card. Then you'll want a piece cut at 1.5 inches by whatever size that is. That's for the middle part. So that's, what size is that? That's 5 by 2. Yeah, looks like 5 by 2. And then a piece of, I've always wanted to say this, Whisper White card, which is 4 7/8 by 1 7/8 inches, which is just slightly smaller, as you can see, just slightly smaller than the other card, to give you this lovely border around the outside. So, without further ado, let's get to it. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to decorate my lovely piece of card. Let's start. First off, you get a colour stamp pad thing, whatever that's called. I don't know what it's called. It's called a stamping pad, and you get your stamp, and then you gently put it on there like that and stamp your card. Squirrels wonderful, squirrels wonderful, squirrels wonderful. Like that. So I've got my lovely umbrella. Oh, I've rolled it. That's not so good. So what I'll do is I'll do that. Oh! Then I'm going to get some keys. Oh, I've done that cracking. I'm going to get a pen, and I'm going to I'm going to put a pen on this as well. There. Now that's decorated wonderfully by me. What you've got to do is you've got to put that to one side, let that dry a little bit, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this card here and start to put it together. Let's move that out of the way. So fold it again, because I really like doing that with my little Debbie's little bony thing. So do that there like that. And right, so first off, what we need to do is get the little snail glue thing. Okay, so now I've found the snail thing, although I have no idea why they call it a snail. I guess, does it look like a snail? Or I guess it does. So, right, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to glue the acetate down, and the spare card, which makes the bottom acetate keeper honourer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this like this using snail. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go snail. First law of yeah. Oh, now I've got it. Right, okay. I know what I call it, a snail glue, because it's very slow at putting things on. So I'm going to put that there like that. Get that in position, and then I'm going to get my acetate, and I'm going to put this in position like so. Use my little bony thing. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay, look at that fabulous piece of acetating there, like that. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to get my 2 pieces of DSP to stick down on top of there. My God, this is easy. Talking amongst yourselves while I'm doing this, because it's very, very taxing. Okay, that's the first one. And done. Hold on 1 second whilst I glue this down. Get the boner. There we go. Now we're cooking. Now what I have to do now, as you can see, I have to build up the this part here onto the acetate of the card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to snail my stamped, beautifully stamped card onto this backing card. Now I'm going to show you a little tip here, because I've seen people do this, and what you do is you go like that and pick it up. Oh my God, I'm just so good at this. So then you put that on there like that, leaving yourself a little border all the way around. I seem to put that on a little bit skew with, but hey, it's, you know, it's looking good. It's looking good so far. And now I'm going to put this on here with dimensionals. Okay, so these are called dimensionals, as you're all probably aware. They're like little hexagonal sticky things, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put dimensionals behind this on here, and I'm going to stick that to my card like so. Okay, so here we have our dimensionals on the back of our card, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on here like so to center it up and push that down on there to create a little gap behind the card like so. And it's coming together really well. As you can see, it's one I made earlier, and it's very similar. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little thing that I've cut out earlier, which is cut out with these things, whatever they are, and I'm going to put this on here by using some smaller dimensionals for this. Now once I've done that, I'll position this in the center like so. There, looking grand. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put that across there just by using a little bit of snail glue. All that's left to do is to fussy cut the tie. As you can see, the tie here, and what I've got to do that is a spare bit of card, which I'm going to stamp on using a different colour. Oh, look at that, fantastic. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some scissors and I'm going to fussy cut my tie out. But as you can see, what I'm going to do, because it looks more effective, is leave a little gap around the edge of the tie to give it that sort of standout look. So what I'm going to do, be very careful with these because these are very sharp, and wouldn't want anybody to hurt themselves when they're cutting out their tie. So the way to do this obviously is what I tend to do is I tend to get the scissors in my hand and I move the card around the scissors rather than use the scissors and moving the scissors, because it's very difficult to do that, of course. Oh, so once you've done that and you've put the dimensionals on the back ready to be put in position, place it on the front, which is, I'm going to put it there so that it looks absolutely marvellous. Push that down. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, yeah, nice and safe. And there you have it, a finished beautiful acetate folding card, two of which I believe are totally identical in every way. Oh, I've almost forgotten, what I've got to do now is put these little black diamondy things on. Okay, so now I've got my little pokey tool for picking up the little black diamondy things, and be very careful with this because it is very sharp, and like me, I'm always careful with anything sharp and scissors and stuff. So if you use this, be very careful. And what you do is you pick one of these little things up like this, and you drop it like that, and it's stuck on the so then you put that there like that, and you push, push that down like that. And let's get a bigger one, shall we? Yeah, get a bigger one like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that one there like that. Ow! Oh! And one final mid-sized one. Let's have a little look. Probably put that somewhere like that. Like that. Ow! Oh! So, put this very sharp tool away so that you don't damage yourself, because that's the last thing I'd want you to do. And there you have it. the Hoping Your Birthday is as Grand as You card. As you can see, totally identical in every way, and obviously very good fun to make, and very safe to make, as you can see. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you'd like to see me do other cards in other guises, so please like, subscribe to our channel, like the video please, and also share with your friends and family, and also please comment underneath if you would like to see me doing any more cards or not bothering. Thank you for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure, and there you have it. Thank you very much. Bye bye.
So I thought I'd just pop on and do a quick review of Tony's card, because Tony's always telling me how easy it is to make cards, and that all you need is a bit of cardstock and some glitter. So I thought I'd pop on. You see, this is the card that I made, and Tony said that he could easily make it like it was so easy. So I thought I'd just come on and do a little review of what Tony's done. So let's have a look. This is Tony's card. I do have to admit that I cut everything out for him. Realistically, all he had to do was stamp and then put the card together. But I've got to be honest, not a bad job for the first time he's ever made a card. Here's my one, look, side by side. He hasn't done a bad job. However, a couple of things I want to point out. This is a first time problem for, you know, for normal sort of stampers that don't really know how to apply the pressure properly. Can you see here? If you do it close up, got some CPR stamping going on. CPR stamping, what's that? Well, people who stamp like they're giving CPR, you only really need gentle, slow taps. You don't really need CPR. So he's made, you know, layman's errors there. Look, a little bit of CPR stamping around all of his stamped images. How's his fussy cutting? Well, not too bad. I mean, there's some sharp edges in one or two places, but I don't think he's done a bad job. I don't know what you think. Be interesting for you to comment, and let's see what you think, and whether or not you think Tony should do some more cards, maybe something a little bit more complex. I don't know. Am I going to tell him he's done a good job? Am I hell as like? But nevertheless, not bad, Tone. Well done.